Hey, how you doing, guys? My name is Eric, and today I'm going to show you how to make a presentation using Google Drive. Now, I know some of you guys are out there using PCs currently, and you guys are probably using Microsoft PowerPoint to make your presentations. However, if you guys are like me, who have a tablet or you have a Mac, and you're wanting to know how to make a PowerPoint presentation without necessarily having to buy that $70 or $80 Microsoft PowerPoint program, then I'm going to show you how, and Google's made that kind of simple for us. And so today I'm going to show you to start making the PowerPoint. So the first thing you need to do is get Google Drive. And so the way we're here, I'm here at the Google search bar, and I'm going to type in Google Drive and click that on there. And it's usually going to come up with the first thing. The reason why is because Google likes to promote their own stuff, so that's how they do that. And so I'm going to click Google Drive. And now mine's already in here, so I'm going to show you the cool thing about Google Drive. I've made quite a few presentations, as you can see. Anyway, the thing I'm going to show you today is the different way of making a presentation, but I'm going to show you also, just to tell you a little bit before I do that, about what Google Drive has to offer. And it's cool about this program is that they just don't just give you presentation stuff, they give you pretty much a bunch of everything that Microsoft uses. However, they made it in a way that it's all in one program instead of you having to click to different programs. See, I can make documents like using Microsoft Word essentially. Presentation like using PowerPoint, spreadsheets using like Microsoft Excel, forms, same thing, and then drawing using the word art kind of idea that Microsoft has. So the cool thing about Google is they kind of like got smart and went, let's put everything all into one spot so it's easy to find. So today we're going to do a presentation, and so I'm going to click here, and it's going to upload, and you're going to see this come up right here in the front, but give it a second and you're going to see the theme. And usually that's what Google has you start doing first, is you pick a theme. So you can do all these different kinds, all these really cool different ones. You could as well import your own theme. You can find one online, or you can have one on home as well. So I'm going to start something simple today here though. I'm going to do light gradient. I'm going to click here and let it upload here in a second. Let's see, there it is. And you can see here it comes up first with the title page. So today I'm going to show you how to make a PowerPoint. There you go. And this is going to be my name. My last name is Nichols. Oops, spelled that wrong. There we go. And we're going to go here. You can also go up here as well to name your PowerPoint. You can change the name on this. So Google Drive presentation. There you go. So the next thing we're going to show you is I'm going to make a couple slides here. If you want to know how to make another slide, you just go right over here to slide. You're going to go to new slide. You're going to click that. I'm going to make about 4 or 5 of these, show you different other things. And so, okay, so the next thing I want to show you is how to start a couple of cool tricks that I use, particularly in my PowerPoints, to you guys as well. So if you guys were probably wondering first, can you change the slides? And that the answer to that question is yes, you can. And so I'm going to show you how to do that first. And so the way you do that is you just go to change your background. I'm sorry, you go to apply your layout. You can change the layout of different slides, and you can see a bunch of these: title slide, title and body, title in 2 columns, caption, title only, and blank. So we're going to do the blank right now because I'm going to show you how to use one other thing. Today I'm going to show you also how to use word art. What you're going to do is go to insert, you're going to go to word art, click that, and I'm going to type in Google Drive. Let's just do this real quick. Let's click here. And as you see, the image comes up. Now, the thing about this is that you can't change the font of this program. The font size. You can change the overall look of the size, but you can't change the actual size itself. However, you can change everything else. You can change the different types of writing on it. You can change if you make it bold or italic, you just go right over here, bold, italic. Do all that cool stuff up here. And then, but I want to change the color. So making it Google, I'm going to type in fill color over here. I'm going to click green, so green is Google, and then I'm going to use another color to set it off. Now, it seems a little large for this presentation, correct? So if I go right over here and see this little arrow, and if you see it could drag in, I just got to slide it in a little bit and make it more fitting to the slide. So that way when I go like this, it fits right in there. So that's it. And then the next thing I'm going to show you here also is how to make a text box. So here. Okay, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to click this out here. It's already a different layout. So I'm going to change the layout again so you can see what I'm talking about. So to apply a layout, I'm going to go blank. There you go. and I'm going to insert a text box. You go insert, you go text box, and you go right over here, and you click that. And so I'm going to go here. You can fill it in way too as well, so that way it's easier to see, especially if you have an image behind it or in your background. So I'm going to go over here and click, let's go white. Make it, that doesn't really help, but I'm going to click white, and then I'm going to go over here and type in a bunch of stuff. Google Drive is cool. I'm going to change the text box color actually, so I'm going to go down here again. I'm going to click a lighter color, so you go see there. But as you can see that the wording's kind of hard to read. So to change the wording, I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to go over to the right side, it says text color. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to make it kind of bright, so I'm going to hit yellow. And here, yes, you can change the font here. You can go over here, click on the lettering, make it a little larger. I'm going to go to 36. There you go. You can as well change the font itself. Go over to the click arrow right over here, and then go down. You can see all these different kinds of fonts. Click the Cosmic, and there you go. That's how you do a text box. The next thing I'm going to show you next is how to apply an image into, change the background essentially. So I'm going to go to first change my layout so you can see everything clearly. As you can see, it's all gray now. I'm going to go here to change the background, click on that. I'm going to go to image. Now I have several images already. You're going to see this bar kind of show up. You click here to upload the image. I have quite a few, so I'm going to click this one in particular because I'm from San Diego and I like to represent my own state. So I'm going to click this, and if I click done, and you can see in the background this is my image. And what I usually do in my presentation in particular, I usually use a word art as my title on top, so that way it's easier to read. I know a lot of you guys like to just change the layout, and you can. You can go right over here and click apply a layout and click a title page on top, and you can see it up here. However, when I type it in, you kind of you get the lettering, and you can see it pretty clearly. However, for me it doesn't look professional, and so to make it look more professional, I typically use a word art. So I go over here again, go to word art, and I'm gonna type in Google Drive presentation. Oops, spelled that wrong. There you go. And I'm gonna go right over here and just drag this up here on top to make it look really nice. I usually bold it as well to make it stand out. And like I did before, I'm just gonna drag it in a little bit so it fits. And there you go. And then this is the cool part when I change the color. So I'm gonna change it here, and as you can see, it's already kind of nice. But to make it even more nice, I'm gonna make it double green. So if I dip double green, it kind of gets really bright. But to make it subtle, I'm gonna just make it look like that. So there you go. It kind of fits in really nicely along with the presentation. Like I said before, with the text box, this is where the text box comes in handy, because you have images like this where you try to make a presentation, talk in, you try to introduce stuff in. I'm gonna hit the fill in here. This time I actually use white, and then I'm gonna type in something like Google search is cool, just something like random. And you can change the same thing like before. You can change the background fill here and just go like that. I'm going to stay at white because it looks nice. And then as far as the font wise, you just kind of highlight it. You go over here like I did before. You click the font, make it larger, smaller. Now you can also change the font itself. There you go. And that's how you do the text box in an image. Next thing I'm going to show you too is how to use transitions. Now the way a transitions is made, I'm going to go over here to slide. I'm going to go to change transition, and the way you do that is you're going to see on the right side, you see animations, and so it says no transitions at the moment, but kind of like like Microsoft PowerPoint, it has many different kinds of transitions you can do as well. Particularly I like a couple of them. I like the fade, the flip, and the cube. And you can use a bunch of these, slide from left to right, etc., on and on, or gallery. Particularly I like the cube one. It's kind of cool and the way it works, and the cool thing about this also, you can change the speed of how fast it changes. So this one's already kind of between medium and fast, so I'm just going to click on it and show you what it's like. So I'm going to click an image, and it kind of flips that cube very quick. It's really fast. However, when trying to make a presentation, I kind of like to slow it down to make it look really nice. So I'm going to go through here. I'm going to actually click this one. I'm going to switch it over. There you go. I'm going to click this one. I'm going to go to a cube again. I'm going to slow this down a little bit. I'm going to change it for difference so you can see what I'm doing. and I'm going to slide it. See, hit play, does a little cool cube thing, it switches around just like that. So that's another way to make presentations more presentable, is by using animations. That's a really good thing to use too. Last thing I'm going to show you right now is, I know some of you guys are wondering how to draw like arrows and etc. How to do that. So how to make arrows and PowerPoints. Also, oops, on PowerPoint. So I'm going to show you how to do that too. I'm going to click this image out, and now the way you wanted to know how to do this, you can literally hit delete off the box and it will go away. So it's like if you had that blank statement kind of thing. So if you want to keep that top and go back, so if I undo this again, you can see the box. All you do is go to the right side where the cross is at, and then hit delete, and there you go. It's all gone. So I'm going to show you how to insert an arrow and lines, etc., and make bullet points as well. So bullet points here on this one in particular, I'm going to go to insert, I'm going to go to text box, slide this right over here, and you can actually do this on just a regular tab as well, but I want to show you how to make it with a text box as well. So I'm going to go more, I'm going to go slide over here. You can do it by number or you can do it by the bullets themselves. So I'm going to use the bullets, and I'm going to type in Google Drive presentation. I'm going to go to how to make a text box, how to make image background, and then how to make arrows. I'm literally doing this on the fly if you're just wondering. So the next thing I'm going to show you is actually how to insert an arrow. So the way you do this is that you can go to line or shape. You can do arrow right here this way. Particularly myself, I like to use shapes. The reason why is because the arrow looks really cool. You're just going to go down to arrows here, and I'm going to go to arrow upward to show you how that works. So I'm just going to grab this and drag it, and as you can see, the arrow kind of develops on the bottom there. And the cool thing about this, you can actually change the color. You just go right over here to the fill, and I want you to just red. And then I want to change you can change the line as well. The line goes over all the way around the round of the arrow itself, you can see here. And if I click off, you can see the arrows pointing towards that. And so those are basically most of the things I use when it comes to using a PowerPoint. I also use another thing as well, known as screencasts, and then if you guys are interested in that, which is the thing I'm recording on right now, I'll show a link on there on the bottom. Also, if you have any questions in regards to how to using this program or any other programs that I introduce, you can always email me. I'm going to go right here and make something here. Contact. This is my email. Oops, that's not email. So it's going to go easyworkbiz.net@gmail.com. That's my contact information, so if you guys want to contact me, if you have any regards or anything, also a link on that will be on the bottom as well for contacts. Also, if you're interested, you guys are out there on learning how to have successful marketing, how to market online. I know some of you guys are here probably from my team, or if you're just interested in this. But if you're interested in how to market online too, you can go to this website, sign up. It's absolutely free, and sorry, got that in wrong. Biz.net. Go like that one, and it's directly mine. And you can go down there as well and click here and learn more how to market online that way. I will show you how to market, as well as create more stuff like this to make it presentable for clients and etc. So you just click the link down there on the bottom. This is kind of weird looking, so I'm going to do that for you. That's it. Okay, and there you go. That's it from me, guys. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask me on the bottom of the comment section, and I'll talk to you guys later soon. See ya.